Hello everyone, I have another review. This particular review is the ESV Premium Thinline from Crossway. Crossway sent me a review copy for this video. The Bible itself comes in this two-piece case. There's the top, there's the bottom. Got a little beat up. I moved recently, so some of these boxes took a little bit of a beating, but that's what they come in. This is the Bible. You'll see it's in the double column format, and the font size on this is 8.5. And I'm just going to go through and do a little bit of a review on this, and then a little bit of a compare against the Heirloom Thinline, which I also have. So first off, when you pull it out, you get this really nice gold lettering embossment there. I guess really not embossment, but lettering. You have the spine hubs. There's 4 of them. You do get 2 black ribbons, as well as the gold guild. Love my guild. You guys know that if you've watched any of my videos. And this, again, is the black goat skin. It's really, really flexible. I am surprised it's not as flexible as some other goat skins that I've had from Crossway. The Omega, for example, and the Heirloom Thinlines, I think, are a little more flexible in the cover. But it's a lot better than some other ones that are out there. Got your edge line right there. Not a whole lot of inserts here. You just have your presentation page. So there's no marriage, deaths, anything like that in this particular one. And there's that. It is the 2016 text, which is their most recent one. And you get into your preface here, and then you get right into it. This is, like I said, an 8.5 point font. You get the double column. You don't have any references or whatnot, so this isn't a reference or study Bible. This is just a premium Bible. You do have a little bit of helps there in the gutter, but not a whole lot. One thing that I noticed right away when doing this is the paper felt a little, I'll say, thicker than some of the other Bibles that I've had with other Bible paper, particularly the Heirloom Thinline. And here's why I want to contrast the Heirloom Thinline versus this Premium Thinline. First off, this guy comes in at just under 40 ounces, so just a little short of 3 pounds. The other one was about 30, so a little lighter. This comes in the 8.5 point font versus 8 for the Heirloom. And the Heirloom, in my opinion, I think the paper and the binding, the cover are better. This is good if you're looking for a little larger of a font for maybe a devotional reading, something you can still carry with you, but probably not something that will be portable to throw in a briefcase, a backpack, something like that. This is just a little too heavy for that, in my opinion. And I'm going to say this, I feel like the construction of this probably wouldn't handle as well as the Heirloom Thinlines if it was being bumped around a little bit inside of a backpack or a briefcase, anything like that. That aside, this would actually, I think, be a good desk copy if you're looking for just some study and referencing other materials, commentaries, dictionaries, lexicons, etc. You want a little bit of a bigger print, probably won't be moving it around as much like the Heirloom Thinline, but neither do you want a really massive Bible like a giant print that's in the 12 or the 14 or something like that that's just too big, but you want something that'll last for a desk copy. This is probably the way to go. A couple other things too, I'm going to show this as well, is that if you'll notice here, there are no words of Christ in red. So for those that are looking for that, this does not offer that. In the end, you have a decent concordance. It's not exhaustive by any stretch, but it should serve for most purposes. The maps, typical maps, they're good. They're high quality in the sense of they're pretty. They're not really like light on the color, and color looks kind of fading and whatnot. Doesn't really have that. You got your ends. Got the goatskin leather there. Got the back. So overall, I would say this is probably a good copy for a desk copy or like I said, maybe if you're going to move around a little bit, maybe at a chair or something for your morning devotional or morning reflection time, something like that. Portability wise, I'm leaning more towards the Heirloom Thin Line. I just think it did a better job. Construction wise, probably the Heirloom Thin Line as well. This is good stuff, but it just doesn't seem to have the quality that I thought it would have. Now, I've heard that they're moving some of their production, maybe almost all of their production, to China, and I'll let them work some of that out, and maybe this is just some of those you got to tweak things a little bit, run through. So it's possible that this particular line is a good quality, but maybe better quality is coming down the line. For a retail price of $190, gotta be honest, expected a little more. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll have another review for you at another time.